All right, guys, welcome back to Beautiful Mind. Today we're going to be discussing Bitcoin and we're going to discuss the indicators first and we're going to zoom out and take a look at the weekly and monthly chart, see what we can expect. And then we're going to zoom right in on our square of nine and the moon and what the moon did here and where it is here and what we can expect possibly moving forward. So we'll show you that at the end. All right, looking at our indicators, we've been talking about, we're going to have this sharp top around the 11th, and I did say it too around the 13th, but the cycle started to move down, and I figured that by the 17th and around the 19th, we would have some extremely fast moves down, and of course, those, of course, did take place. However, the energy didn't stop there. We had this pausing period where we had low volume and very little price action, which was indicative of retesting this area again. And we did. We pushed right through to the 23rd, in which case we're going to talk about that coupled with the moon at the end. So at this point here, we're in this downward channel, and if we break above this angle here, which is the same as this angle, that would indicate some greater strength, and we'd be retesting these areas here and possibly up to here where our ring would kick in and stop that advance. And it's likely impossible that advance can subside or culminate up to the 24th, or sorry, the 5th and 6th and 7th of February, where we can, we can meet some major resistance right here. Anyhow, let's just now go take a look at our indicators and see what they're saying. We're going to take our little trend line and we're going to tag it on there, and we're going to just see now. Looks like looks like a top is incoming here, guys. I was warning you about this dead cap bounce on the 29th, and it's possible we could have a little extended rally till about the 5th or the 7th. We could have a bunch of little fake outs in there, in here, right? So let's go take a look at our other indicators. So the relative strength is stating somewhere around here. We could certainly see something. Okay, let's go take a look at our other indicator here. This is the MACD. Looks like the sellers have all left, and the buyers momentarily have stepped back in here. We've had a golden cross, which is indicative of a move up. However, we're not sure how long that'll last, so let's go over here. Let's use our handy dandy trend line, and let's just go see what we can see there. Well, it looks like we're having an incoming movement of our blue line here up to here. So it looks like we might have a little rally and reaction top here. This could propel us up to these older tops in this channel here, and certainly up to here, and certainly we could come right back up to here in that time frame, no problem. Let's go down and let's take a look at our stochastic. Let's get our handy dandy measuring tool here, our trend line. So we're bringing this through the energy of these tops here. And we've pierced through this, and when we reach this median line here, we typically have reactionary tops. So This is indicating to me that a top is either in now or one will be in the next few days, several days or whatever. So we're looking for that. And then of course we could have our revisit on our February on our 27-month count. We'll just talk about that really quick before we go to the weekly chart. So back May 2nd, I was doing some cycle analysis and looking at what we could see coming up. So in that, I was stating, let me make that a little bigger so you guys can see that. My apologies. Let's just take that a little bigger. So in that, we were taking our cycle counts from these tops here. And of course, I did all the tops going back from the beginning of Bitcoin and all the rallies, all the bear markets. And this has been my findings. All this pink is where I expected possible dates for a bottom. Sorry, I'm swinging it around there, guys. Here's all my question marks. Our last one is February 2024. This is a 27-month. This is a really important one. We caught our September, and there was a July here we had a count for. But the September and this February, these are two really big ones. We need to watch out for these last two ones. September did pass. We did have our bottom there. February looks like we're about to have a rollover and snap move back where we will reset. Anyways, let's go take a look at what else we can find. Okay, back to the chart. Let's go to the weekly chart. We're going to zoom out a bit. Then we're going to go to the monthly chart. We're going to get a little look at what we can expect in the coming weeks. Since you don't have a forecast from me and you haven't bought an online course, which is a great value, I give you 3 forecasts, one for the S&P 500, 2 for Bitcoin for 1800, and you get taught how to do all of this stuff in great depth. Matter of fact, the course is overwhelmingly large. And anyone who started to take my course, please hit the comments below and let everyone know how you're doing and the volume of material and what you think of it. Okay, so on to the weekly chart. You can see we've been moving up aggressively from our bottoms that we called in the hot pink just a few minutes ago. And this would represent our last, as February represents the 27 month. This one was our 22nd month. So let's go take a look at our indicators. We've had a sharp top. We've come up. We know that this area is ripe for reactionary tops. So we're testing our middle area right now. You know, all these Bitcoin ETFs, right? All this exposure to Bitcoin, no exposure, just fiat derivative things. All the money missed Bitcoin. So Bitcoin did not surge. The money's in the fiat market. Okay, I went off a little on there, but let's go take a look at our indicators now. As you can see, our RSI, our relative strength, has crested. It's come down and sat on a median area, which is where we've had old tops. And we're waiting for a reaction here. It looks like one may be in, and we might have a follow through here with a rollover. Let's go take a look at our next indicator, the MACD. Well, it looks like, all the buyers pretty much they've taken off, and we're about to have a death cross, and we may have a low volume move back here like this. So it's possible and likely we have another dip back somewhere in here, this mid 30s. Let's go take a look at this one now. Well, we have a death cross here. It's right at the top of our channel where we expect tops and some reactions. and we've had a death cross and it's moving down. So we're about to either have some major volatility or we're about to move sideways and test the patience of everyone before maybe banging into this ring and being rejected lightly. Let's go take a look at the monthly chart now. Let's go see what the monthly chart has to show us. Looking at the monthly chart here, we have some old trends here. Trends are our friends. Doesn't necessarily mean we're going to come back to them. Just because these two purple lines have made a conjunction with price doesn't necessarily mean it will get rejected. However, we're at an area where there is a lot of rejection. We have some overhead support on these old tops here, and this is a pretty peaked area. Being up here, lots of reactions can take place. Let's go take a look at our RSI. Here again, we're going to go grab our trend line. Just do a little huck it on there if it'll stick. And it's stating to us that we're coming up to our median area here where we have tops and may see some rejection. However, we could still push through and we could make a move up and retest this 49. We could have a remarkable move and move up and be rejected again. So all of this could occur here, and we could have another rejection moving forward here. It looks like we're going to have a major top in October, November, and December, and probably the volume of the speed up is going to start in July and August. August is a major move up month. Let's go take a look at our MACD here. MACD is, I don't want to make it too small. So we've had our top. We've had a golden cross, which is really, really good on a monthly chart. Right now, our buyers, the bars are at the highest they've been in many months. It's possible a reaction can take place. Let's go take a look at a trend line on that and see what we can see with that one. So just going to chuck this on here and run it through the major amount of this area. Looks like we're incoming for, looks like we're about to have an incoming hit on this line. We might become rejected from this. We still have a move up on our red line here. If it was to cross this and make a death cross, that wouldn't be really good. I think so. It's possible we're getting strength, but we're going to settle down a little and before breaking through again. All right, let's go take a look at our stochastics. See, we make tops when we come up to these median areas here, and we get reactions, right? So let's go take a look. So we've had a hook and a rollover, and it looks like about a death cross is imminent here. Oh, right? February, this March, right? So it looks like we're about to have a pullback, and then looks like things might just get underway again. So that's our zoom out on what we can expect right now. The market is getting rather overheated and active, needs a good correction and then a reset before we can, somewhere around this area here, retest this around August, I suspect. All right, let's go back to the daily. We're going to talk about our bottom on the 23rd. Just going to make this bigger, get rid of our indicators. And now we're going to do some esoteric work with our heavenly bodies, and we're going to be talking about the moon. All right, let's go talk about the moon. We're talking about this object right here. This object is right here in our square of 9. As you can see, 43 is right here. Right here. That's where the moon is right now. Where are we? We're at 33. This is January 23rd. When the moon was at January 23rd, it was right here in the chart. And right here is 38, right here. That's our low right here. 38 right here. You betcha, guys. 38 and a half. So when the moon came around, like a football player caught that ball and started their next play. And then the play started right here, picked up the price, and we marched right through, right to 43 right now. And we're about to slam right into the south node. So I expect a bit of reaction. Could receive a reaction here. I was warning you and a couple of days ago about this dead cat bounce that was imminent and possible. So just be wary, Peace and love to you guys. Just really safe trading. Don't get too overly emotional about this. Take my courses and learn strategy over stress. So I thought I'd leave that with you. Yes, it's possible to forecast using these methods. I get a lot of questions about this, and I just want to do a little follow up with you regarding it and what we can expect. This is a real hot spot right here where these planets were. So where the sun was right here is 49. That's where we made our top. Okay. I just want to show you guys this right here, guys. When the sun was here in the zodiac, it's right here now. But when it was right here, that's right. It was at 4-9 right there. Now Mars and Mercury have come around from back here and they've moved into that position. And we have reasserted 43 and we are on a 90-degree square and we are conjunct that. The moon is conjunct 43 here. So I just want to show you that. Also, when Saturn was at 3 degrees, remember, guys, we were talking about Saturn and 3 degrees. Remember? I was talking to you about all this stuff. We were going to have a swing top right around this 13th, and it could come a little sooner. The 6th. Saturn moved into the 3rd degree, guys. Right? And I was telling you this. Sorry, I'm swinging that around. And I was talking to you about these swing tops and these moves, and we would have a top, and we'd have fast moves down from there. Okay? Pay attention to the work I do. You could learn how to do this. Anybody can do this. You just have to take my courses and learn everything that William Gann has taught me. All right, guys, I just thought I'd show you that. Peace and love out there. Be cautious with your trading. It's likely impossible. There's a reaction around here, and we're waiting for our February 27 month bottom. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be down here. It's possible that we could move back to these areas. So let's just be mindful of that. This white trend line comes back from a very long place. We'll go take a look at that really quickly, and you can ascertain for yourself if we're on a point where we could see a little bit of a reaction take place, because it seems to be in line with an area that we have seen bottoms occur and some great moves. Let's go take a look at these. I think you're really going to like this. This is why I am the leading scientific and analytical researcher of the Gann system and method. Here we go. We are recreating most, in my opinion, of studying market cycles. We are recreating this campaign. It doesn't mean that I'm saying that we're going to have a blow off the very same amount of percentage level or the same amount of movement. I am stating that we're going to move the same amount of time from this point here to this point here. We're going to do the exact same things. It's just done it 3 times over. So from this trend line, you can see that we were watching and catching these, and we moved it right through this deadly point we have here, and we have 2 crossings here. Then we picked up our bottom here, and so far we haven't violated this trend line. We've dipped our toe through, but we've stayed right there. We've gotten traction with the bit of, you know, strength that is in the market. If we were to lose this area, then certainly we would be back to retesting these areas. So, however, is that going to occur? Well, you have to buy my forecast and have a look at that. Take an online workshop. Also, there's a lot of ladies out there that hitting me up and about the work that you guys are doing and that you're studying again, and I'm really pleased. Sign up and take some online courses, girls. Don't let your male counterpart researchers run off with all the glory and learn all this. Do yourself a favor and be a leader in your community. Okay, guys, peace and love. Everyone, just take care out there. Don't get lost in emotions. Peace and love.